That's wrong. There. My routine is completely not out of whack. Good afternoon, Charlemagne. Have you got something interesting to say to the Site-42 staff? Very insightful. Your expertise in containment procedures will be well respected by the Site-42 staff. That is for certain. Everyone, show your respect to Researcher Charlemagne. Researcher Charlemagne is doing good work here for us at Site-42. Get out of the frame, Dr. Sherman. This is the kiddie stream now. Well, Researcher Charlemagne is rather camera shy and is frustrated with us bringing him on board, but I could not let you hear Charlemagne's expertise in the field of containment. Well, I can pet the kitty, but right now Charlemagne wants to run the hell away. So, you can have little pets as a treat, but then we gotta let Charlemagne run away. Otherwise, Charlemagne's gonna be very sad. Goodbye, Researcher Charlemagne. Alright, so where were we? Oh yes, the actual introduction of today's stream. Hello there, Site-42 staff, as well as those of you from the greater SCP community. As always, I am Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director and Head Researcher and Containment Specialist of Site-42, and I am here to introduce you all to the mysteries of the SCP Foundation, to educate, elucidate, illuminate you to the mysteries of the contained anomalies within our containment cells, the illustrious staff who contain said anomalies, the group of interest who are not big fans of all the containing we do, and of course, hypothetical containment procedures for anomalies that fall outside of the Foundation's purview, whether it's because they are from a different multiverse or a different pataphysical narrative level, i.e. fandom. But before we begin, Fex the Fox, congratulations on being the first chatter of today. Scarlet Fox, Senior Researcher Frogman, Silent Follower Junior Researcher America, Senior Researcher Frogman, Chaos Goblin Dogs, Chesta Factory, and Dark Duality, Puppet Boy, SCP-049, Aoki, Amber, Zerdrin, Researcher Void Dell. Welcome all of you. Thank you for being members and for being here right at the top of stream. Meanwhile, Rice Lumps, Josh, Dr. Singer, and Turunga. Welcome to Site-42's chat, just for being you. Also, a special shout out I saw in the chat to Just Alice, the SCP animated series creator here on YouTube that we were just talking about. I got your patron update that the script for episode 3 was complete. I'm looking forward to seeing episode 3 once it finishes production. If you are unfamiliar with Just Alice here on YouTube, we introduced their short SCP animated series, Anomaly, just the other day. And you should probably subscribe to them, as well as become a patron to support the project, because so far, the art style looks good. The storyline looks good. And so if we want more to happen, you should probably go hang out with them a little bit. I became a patron, so can you. And Scarlet Fox, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself some tuna fish on your way past the commissary. You must pet the kitty. Well, yes, that did happen. So, welcome to today's stream, where we have a very important life or death matter to cover. As you can see in the title, as you can see in the thumbnail, first of all, Sprint Index, you spelled Charlemagne correctly. Good work. As you see in the thumbnail, as you see in the title, today we are ranking your favorite mobile task forces by how well we think they would do in a hot dog eating competition. The only important rating system. Silent Follower, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a whole steak and lobster combo dinner on your way past the commissary. Just for the big cat just for the cat, big dono and best stream by far. Yes, Charlemagne. As soon as Charlemagne sees stream, very interested in coming in. As soon as asked to be on stream, very interested in running away. So any cameo by researcher Charlemagne is a blessing. Just Alice, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some shepherd's pie on your way past the commissary. Your words are so kind. Danke for the support. Hell yeah. Let's make sure you get your show done. I want to see all 9 episodes of your show, and then I want to see whatever comes next. Keep up the good work. So yes, we now need to open up a document, Desk and I, and we are going to be ranking your favorite mobile task forces by how well they would do in a hot dog eating competition. The most important form of ranking. What toppings are on the hot dogs? These are variables that could skew the outcome. We are following the competition rules for Nathan's hot dog eating competition. And what are Nathan's hot dog eating contest rules, to be exact? It is a timed event where contestants compete to eat the most hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. Competitors can use water or other beverages to aid in swallowing and can dunk buns in water for easier consumption. But the hot dogs in these contests are not topped at all. It is a hot dog, it is a bun, and it is whatever beveragino you would like to use to make it easier to go down. Let's ignore the phrasing of that last statement. So, Dark Duality, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a chili cheese dog on your way past the commissary. Y'all gonna see lots of SCP art from me. I love to hear SCP art happening. Now, remember, the art email is site42artwalk@gmail.com. And remember, we have rules, and if you break those rules, your art will not be shown on stream. So make sure you are doing the proper things. And if you don't remember the rules, Desk has them on his Twitter. Onyx the Artist, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Go ahead and get yourself a cheeseburger on your way past the commissary. Let my kombucha age for a year and it turned into beer. I'll bring it to a site cookout. Classy. All right. Little hipster booze. I can approve of that. So, I have got my document pulled up. I have got the size of the text that I will be able to read clearly at this strange angle set. So the only question is, which mobile task forces are we judging in this hot dog eating contest? There are so many mobile task forces, and so you may want to go to the SCP Wiki's Mobile Task Force database. It is just a page called task-forces on the scp.wiki.com website. Now, Desk is starting the game with Desk's I Work Here privilege. Mobile Task Force Alpha 4, codename Pony Express. Task Force mission. Mobile Task Force Alpha 4 consists primarily of personnel trained to act as undercover employees and specialize in tracking, intercepting, and securing anomalous objects sent through postal and package delivery services worldwide. They are involved in the containment of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, at least 16 different anomalies. So, Pony Express, they are post office workers. I am scared of them and their abilities and endurance. I am thinking that at the very least, Alpha 4 Pony Express is an A rank. I'm just not sure if I want to give them all the way to S rank so soon in the rankings, especially when I do not know their current rankings of going postal. I mean, if they went postal on the competition, they would absolutely be an S rank hot dog eater. So, I'm looking in the chat for debates. Does anyone agree with an A rank for the Pony Express. Because, you know, they are mail carriers, but they're also, you know, they're just going through packages. I don't think they're going full bore. I'm seeing A-tier agreement. I'm going to add that to the document. The main reason we're creating this document is simply so that when people come in and say the same mobile task force 19 times later on, we can refer them to the rank we've already agreed to. Because how many times do you think Nine-Tailed Fox is going to get brought up today? It's probably going to be a lot. But before we get, hey, anomalous abilities is a bit unfair, but they are part of the mobile task forces. Just wait until we get to Tau 5 Samsara, because woof. That's going to be a debate for the ages. Okay, next up in our rankings. I saw it in the chat. I'm going to do it because it applies specifically to you guys. How many hot dogs could the Mobile Task Force Psi-42, codename Signal Boosters, eat in a hot dog eating contest? So this is you guys. This is you guys, and I know we're all biased here, but how do we feel about our ability to win a hot dog eating contest? Now, I'm not here to toot my own horn, but I have in the past myself, as captain here, I have won a Renaissance Fair pie eating contest before. So I am on the level, already ready for this kind of competition. The question is, can you guys keep up? Aoki, you are allowed to have impossible dogs. Impossible dogs are legal in the contest, or at least I think they are. Damn it, now I need to check. It's gonna annoy me otherwise. Nathan's hot dog eating contest rules. Impossible meat. Oh, the Joey Chestnut champion guy got banned from the competition due to making a deal with Impossible Foods. Maybe they do not allow vegan dogs. I mean, it makes sense. They are a beef hot dog company. Unless Nathan makes their own Impossible dogs. Then the problem would be that he was endorsed by the wrong vegan dog. Can they impossible? Do 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 do. Huh. I'm not seeing if they allow for vegan dogs. Well, this is not the Nathan's contest. This is the Site-42 hot dog eating contest. So I say it's legal. Therefore, you can jump on here. Meanwhile, my thought process is, we're the signal boosters. What won't we do for attention? What won't we do to publicize the SCP Foundation? And would that be winning a hot dog eating contest? I do believe that we would do anything to support the SCP Wiki, and I do believe that means winning a hot dog eating contest. I am going to believe that we are S rank. Our first S rank, it is us, it is narcissistic, but I believe in us. That's how hard you need to believe in yourselves. Now, before I continue down the Mobile Task Force list, let me do some shout-outs. Bug Time, Raphael, Gono, and Baby. Welcome to Site-42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Also, Slendymon, Kaboom. I don't know what we're kabooming unless it's kabooming the competition in our hot dog eating contest. Thank you for your member message and thank you for your service. Charlie 10 Pro, thank you for your first donation of today's stream. Make sure to get yourself some delicious Franks on your way past the commissary. Do you think we can get SCP-682 an Xbox? No. And it's a stupid question. You should feel bad. Onyx the Artist, thank you for donating twice. I can eat 5. Yes, that is toward the cause. Could SCP-007 technically eat an infinite amount since the subject doesn't have a stomach and the food doesn't go anywhere? Black hole stomach is SCP-007. We were just talking about this guy the other day. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Subject does not require food or water, and while he has been observed consuming both, what happens to such substances after being swallowed is unknown. So the answer to your question is a big honking maybe. Bunny Lover, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some pixie sticks on your way past the commissary. Hey Doc, did my art email break rules? Sorry if yes. I believe it did. If I'm remembering what you submitted correctly, the problem might have been that you submitted original characters that were not related to canon SCPs or Site 42 lore. You submitted your own OCs, which we said it has to be with some canon SCP content to be submitted. It can't be just original content completely. So you want to make sure that your art includes canon SCP things, otherwise it's not fan art of SCP, it's just your OCs. At least that's what I'm remembering. But it's been about a week since then, so I'm not exactly sure. James, a PlayStation 5 instead of an Xbox is not better. In fact, it's more expensive. You're getting further from the right situation. So, we have now ranked 2 teams, and Purifier Shadow is asking for Upsilon 11, Avalon's Wake. And so let's take a look at Upsilon 11, Avalon's Wake, on the Mobile Task Force list. And honestly, your life was already mine. That's part of working at the Foundation. It's in the bylaws of the contract you signed. So, yeah. You should have read the fine print. Perhaps you have simply forgot what you signed, so honestly, did you not read the colony policy that combines you as company property? Where's Upsilon? There's Upsilon, Avalon's Wake. All right. Task Force mission. Operating with SCP-4793 in combat against members of the Chaos Insurgency. Specializes in defense against hostiles. Utilizing objects SCP-4793 and assisting containment of 4 different SCPs. At least 4. They're not always all listed. So, 4793 is an entity, heightened cellular reproduction, healing factor, so to speak. Great, tumors. Love tumors. Okay, so this is a pretty long one regarding that. You believe it's pronounced Upsilon? Upsilon. Desk. Really? I swear to God if you're right. And by swear, I mean to for Jesus. SCP-5991. That I will go to Jesus land if I am wrong about this. Pronounce Upsilon. Fucking damn it! No! No, I don't want to eat a Bible! Well, there goes the rest of my day plans. Great. I had very good testing to do. But apparently Google says it's Upsilon. How the hell would it be pronounced Upsilon? That is the stupidest thing I have ever heard. Oh, it can also be pronounced Ypsilon. Ypsilon? Really? It can be Upsilon or Ypsilon, but not Upsilon? You go straight to hell. You go straight to hell. This is so annoying. Senior Researcher Frogman, I appreciate the sentiment, but putting the Bible in a pie would not be allowed because the pie would then count as a condiment. No, I need to eat the entire Bible without condiments. Steve, start printing a Bible for me. And then bind it, and then... Son of a bitch. All right. Well, to finish this, because Upsilon has weird tumor guy on their team, I'm going to assume that they actually find hot dogs kind of gross, but they will still fight for the cause. But I'm going to say it drops them down to a B rank. It would be lower if they weren't spending all their time fighting the Chaos Insurgency, because that gives them a boost to their strength in competition. But they probably get nauseous when they see those hot dogs and all, how much it looks like tumor guy over there. So I'm going to give them B rank. B rank. Son of a frickin'... Avalon's Wake is now on the list. Can't believe it's frickin' Upsilon. How dare you? Frickin'... Yeah, I do blame the Greeks, Amber. I do blame the Greeks. Puppet Boy, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some cotton candy on your way past the commissary. SCP-682 in an Xbox Live chat would be a disaster. You know, funnily enough, it doesn't talk that much. It just grumbles. Disgusting. I mean, it's not the first time we had an SCP living in a gamer chat. I mean, that's the whole point of the Among Us SCP, is that the Greek god Thonis. Again, it's the Greeks that Pathonis was sitting in chats for Among Us, pontificating on how it lost its relevance over the years. So, what? All right, where was I? I had to handle some business in the back channels. Okay, I'm back. I'm alive. Silent Follower, thank you for donating again with a laughing corgi. Apparently, my pain at the Greeks is funny. I can't be too shocked. If I were on the outside of this, I would be laughing too. But now I'm the one who has to eat the Bible, so I'm not exactly pleased. Onyx, thank you for donating again. Don't eat your Bible. You need it if SCP-001 awakens. Which 001 needs a Bible? There are too many 001s, and I can't think of any that a Bible would help about. William DeBell, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a hot pickle on your way past the commissary. Your knowledge on the SCP Foundation is amazing. Well, it takes a lot of studying. I have been here for fricking years. So I might as well have a PhD in the Foundation. Jack the Halbert Guy, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some fried pickles on your way past the commissary. And Commander, I think it was something or other. Commander Jason, wait, what is the stream about? We'll read the title. This stream is me, Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director of Site 42, who usually educates you about the SCP Foundation, educating you in one of the most important ways to rank the efficacy of mobile task force that work for the Foundation. Just how well would they do in a hot dog eating contest? So, don't you shit talk fried pickles. Fried pickles are delightful. You are wrong in your opinion there. I mean, you're allowed to not like them, but that's because you're allowed to be wrong. Fried pickles are amazing, especially if you get the good zesty sauce. Need the good zesty sauce. It's a bonus. It's a bonus in every bite. All right, where is this Ko-Fi donation that Desk tells me about before I get back to the ranking? Refresh, refresh, refresh. What is it? Oh, Amber. Thank you for post-stream yesterday buying us a coffee on the Ko-Fi. I just caught that from 20 hours ago. Much obliged. Thank you for your first donation to the Ko-Fi from the end of yesterday's stream to today's stream. Grab yourself a mint julep on your way past the commissary. And Chester Factory, thank you for your first Ko-Fi of today's stream. You make sure to grab yourself a chicken sandwich on your way past the commissary. Currently applying to college at the moment. Currently thinking of majoring in computer science and game dev as a minor focus. Oh, that could be fun. You have the business side of computers, but also you have the fun hobby side that could turn into a business because, you know, when you do what you love for work, you work every single day no matter what. But we like to have fun here. All right, the next MTF I saw in the chat here is Junior Researcher Sally says cover Mobile Task Force Kappa 14. Kappa 14. Okay, let's take a look at the Mobile Task Force roster and jump to the top of the list. And in the Kappas, we have Kappa 10, Kappa 43. No Kappa 14 listed here. There it is. What the hell is this code name? Mobile Task Force Kappa 14, code name, Sideshow Bob! God damn it. Task Force mission, investigation of Group of Interest 233, code name, Herman Fuller's Circus of the Disquieting. Assisting in the containment of 5 anomalous SCPs. I think that, you know, I would almost give Sideshow Bob pretty high ranking at the start because they are having to deal not just with carnival food, but they're dealing with anomalous carnival food. They must have stomachs of steel in the first place, but I have to give them I can't make them an S rank because they are used to dealing with corn dogs and not proper hot dog buns. So that would slow them down. Therefore, I am giving them a rank. Mobile Task Force Kappa 14, Sideshow Bob, love that code name, is coming in at a rank due to their used to corn doggedness. A rank. William DeBell, thank you for donating again. Why can't a perfect drawing of SCP-096 get it, not a him, an it? SCP anomalies, all anomalies that we contain, are considered objects, not people. And so SCP-096 is not a he, not a she, it is an it. Please practice proper pronoun parlance protocols at the Foundation. Thank you. Why can't a perfect drawing of 096 get it to crash out, but 4 fucking pixels does? Does it just say, I'll do it when I want? Well, first of all, it doesn't say anything, because it is not sapient or sentient to our knowledge. It just sits there crying and not saying anything. So it doesn't say anything. Second of all, it is very clear in the document. If you see its face IRL, or a literal representation of its face, meaning a video or a picture or a reflection of it in glass, because then you're seeing its actual face or an image that is an image of its actual face. A drawing, no matter how picture perfect, you could be the world's greatest anomalous artist, but you cannot draw a picture perfect enough to activate 096 because no picture is accurate enough to activate 096 unless it is a photograph or video or reflection of 096. For instance, if you were to use an old-timey camera, that would work. If you were to use a pinhole camera to take a picture, that would work because these are photographs. These are literal representations. They are captured images. Just like, think about it. We always joke in the past, and sometimes it's actually real, that cameras steal your soul. And so the soul has to be in there. That's the easiest way to think of it. An artistic drawing does not have the soul the same way that a video or a photo does. Am I making sense? Do you get what I'm going for here? Silent Follower, thank you for donating another laughing corgi. I'm sure my pain has been quite humorous. William DeBell, thank you for donating again. Also, what is all the foods I can get complimentary? Oh, our commissary is top notch. They have almost anything you can think of. Sora, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Go ahead and grab yourself a corn dog on your way past the commissary. Hi, Doctor. I was that one SCP-999 a year ago that somehow got money and asked about the Scarlet King. I'm trying to write an article, but I can't find a number. Help? So, first of all, make sure you've joined the SCP Wiki and done all the rules there. Otherwise, you're going to have a hell of a time putting an article up. You will be voted off the site, and they will get pretty grumpy about it. But once you have followed the rules successfully to write your article and do the green light process and get proper critique and all that stuff, all you've got to do is go to the on the left sidebar of the SCP Wiki. You will see a sidebar area that says SCP by series. And if you pick Series 9, the most recent series, then you'll see a list of SCPs in order, and you just have to scroll until you find one that says Access Denied. The Access Denieds are the slots that are open. And so right now we're running low on open slots in the 8,000s, which is why the 9,000 contest is coming soon. But that is how you find open slots on the SCP Wiki. Now you can't claim a slot until you're ready to post. Slots are first come, first serve. So you got to finish your article first. And what we do when we're drafting is we always write SCP XXXX. And once we're done and we're ready to claim our slot, we Control F all the 4 X's and replace them with the proper number. Okay, good answers. I'm very good at this. Onyx, thank you for donating again. SCP-001, the Gate Guardian. Well, 001, the Gate Guardian, has nothing to do with a Bible. It's not stopped or helped by a Bible in any way. And also, it doesn't activate so much as just nuke you if you get close to it. So there's not anything that could really help with that. William DeBell, thank you for donating 2 more times. Yes, I mean, yes, I get it. Cool. Well, thank you donating twice to make sure that to clarify that you understood what I was saying. We get that question a lot, and not a lot of people get it. But I hope my explanation today helps some people. All right. Moving on to the next mobile task force in the list. I'm checking the chat. Who is... Hey man, I'm a huge fan. I would support you by donating, but I don't have the money. Hey, PSP. Do not worry, I am well aware that the SCP community is an arts community, which means many of us are freaking broke. Broke gang indeed. It is not a big deal. And so remember that every D&D party needs multiple classes to succeed. We need our fighters, we need our healers, we need our mages. And so the money people, they have one job, they donate directly, that's great. But also, the broke gang has a purpose. You're here in the chat. You're liking, you're sharing videos, you're subscribing, you're commenting, you're chatting. You're helping the algorithm bring people to Site-42. That is just as important. So we appreciate your service as a member of Mobile Task Force Site-42, codenamed the Signal Boosters, as well. And today, the next mobile task force is going to be... How is there not a single one here? Epsilon 6, right at the top. Laser suggests Epsilon 6. What is Epsilon 6 gonna do in the hot dog eating competition? Epsilon 6, codename Village Idiots. Why isn't it jumping to Village Idiots? Please jump to Village Idiots. All right, here we go. Mobile Task Force Epsilon, codename Village Idiots. Task Force mission specializes in the investigation, containment, and subsequent cleanup of anomalies in rural and suburban environments. Assisting in the containment of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. At least 49 anomalies the Village Idiots are helping to contain. Side quest, Cthulhu Gay. Well, a gay Cthulhu would fit in right here at the Foundation. So welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Now, I'm going to tell you this. The Village Idiots do investigation and containment in rural and suburban areas. And you know what I say to that? If they were in the city, if they were city boys, they would be good at hot dog eating. They'd go to New York. They'd get some dogs. They'd get some Chicago dogs. Out in the rural environments and stuff, they're getting great Southern food, but they are not eating as many hot dogs as they need to be. I am putting the Village Idiots at a C rank hot dog eater man. Because I'd put them lower, but you can see by how many anomalies they help contain that they are pretty competent. But going after the hot dogs, I don't think they're as competent as they could be. They're powerful, but they are not built for the hot dog task. So Epsilon 6, Village Idiots is a C rank hot dog eating team. They would have been lower, but they have so many anomalies under their belt, I think they are quite strong. Lils, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some chamomile tea on your way past the commissary because, bye, it's 11 p.m. here and I need sleep. Have fun. Well, thank you for donating on your way out the door. I hope you enjoy the stream and you can catch up on the rest of the VOD when you wake up tomorrow. Jar Jar Binks, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some bantha jerky on your way past the commissary. Did I miss the stream? I was doing research on 096. As a time check, we're about 20 to 30 minutes from the end of stream. So you're about halfway through right now. William DeBell, thank you for donating again. I'm going to be broke, but can you do Alpha 1 red right hand? All right. Well, here we go. But before I do red right hand, I'm going to finish this last dono here. Just Alice, thank you for... Is this your... Did you donate earlier too? To make yourself known? I think you did. I mean, since chat isn't showing me anyways because it's going slow right now, you can just grab yourself a extra corn dog at the commissary just in case. And you're saying 49? Nah, better make that 50 soon for reasons. I gotta be honest. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about right now, but maybe it's because my head is too dizzy from talking about the hot dogs. Oh, Village Idiots are the ones that I've researched and love. Dr. Sherman, make that 50 soon. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, boy. I look forward, based on your work in your show, to see what you put on the wiki. Also, Void God Ash, Mason, and Dark Mist. Welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Now, William DeBell wanted us to break down Alpha 1, the red right hand. Can't say that's not an obvious choice. It is a very popular mobile task force. Mobile Task Force Alpha 1, codename Red Right Hand. Task Force Mission. Mobile Task Force Alpha 1 is a task force that reports directly to the O5 Council and is used in situations that require the strictest operational security. The task force consists of the Foundation's best and most loyal operatives and serves as the O5 Council's Special Operations Unit. Further information regarding Mobile Task Force Alpha 1 is classified Level 5. Assisting in the containment of... oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. So, what number did I just say? I got distracted and forgot the number, and I'm not counting again. Long story short is it's too many. They're containing too many anomalies. 54. Thank you. Thank you. So, containing 54 anomalies, so we know they are busy, we know they are tired, and probably hungry. But here is the weakness that Alpha 1 has in a hot dog eating contest. They are a bunch of sticks in the mud. Oh, so serious. We defend the O5 Council. They don't know how to let loose and have fun. They would not even participate in a hot dog eating contest if we asked. So they are F rank. They are the worst hot dog eaters possible. You would never catch them in a hot dog eating contest, and therefore, boo them. Boo them. Loosen up. Loosen up. Right hand. Red right hand. Loosen up, I say. You should do your own mobile task force if you haven't already. So, Avari, we did do Mobile Task Force Psi 42 earlier. And of course, due to our need to publicize the Foundation and do our best in those efforts, and winning a hot dog eating contest would be a great way to do it, we are definitely S-rank hot dog eaters here at Mobile Task Force Psi 42, codename the Signal Boosters. And it's totally not narcissism bias because it's our own team. Site 42, I love your shorts. I love the one with the DVD logo. Well, thank you so much. That's one that not as many people call out, so much obliged. Not Raf. Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a bratwurst on your way past the commissary. Can you explain Serpent's Hand next, or His Majesty's Right Honorable Commission on Unusual Cargo? While I do enjoy both of those groups of interest, they are rather off task for what we are doing right now, which is ranking mobile task forces by the most important rating system known to man, how well they would do in a hot dog eating competition. So what I can say is just the Serpent's Hand, obviously. They live in the Wanderer's Library. They want freeing anomalies to be the thing. They hate us. They call us jailers. I think they're a bunch of frickin' hippies, honestly. And they don't even let me into their bougie library of infinite knowledge. So, don't like them. Bunch of jerks. Meanwhile, the Honorable Commission on Unusual Cargo, that is a deep cut that I appreciate. For those who don't know, the Majesty's Right Honorable Commission on Unusual Cargo is the Dutch East India Company, but for SCP. It is an old-timey ship-faring, sending anomalies across the water on ships. And, you know, they have to deal with pirates, which means I enjoy them greatly, because if it's pirate-related, I'm always going to have a good time. That is the Tampa, Florida, born and raised in me, that always sides with the pirate side of things. William DeBell, thank you for donating again. What if the contest was a competition for all task forces and they were told to by the O5? I mean, they would try, but they're still too uptight about it. Even if they were ordered to, they would still be like, They would not know how to loosen up and have fun with it. All right, I am looking for the next mobile task force to rank. Rate Mobile Task Force Delta 4, codename the Minutemen. All right, going to Delta 4. Delta 5, Frontrunners. Are you sure the Minutemen are Delta 4? There they are. All right, Mobile Task Force Delta 4, codename Minutemen. Task Force mission. A rapid response task force that specializes in being the first deployed to a scene. They are tasked with establishing a perimeter and assessing the situation, as well as providing additional manpower to other task forces when they arrive. Assisting in containment of objects, only 2 anomalies. Although they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different action reports. So, here's the deal. The Minutemen, they are a rapid response team, which gives them credit on being fast. And when we're in a hot dog eating competition, speed matters. But they are meant as additional manpower to other task forces. They only contain 2 anomalies themselves, which means I don't think they're that strong. And so I'm going to go ahead. Oh man. I want to give them D class, but I'm gonna put them on C because they're fast. I'm gonna give them C because they've got to go fast. But based on their power ranking, I really just want to give them a D. Rank. A D rank. Thank you. Your head's out of the gutter. C rank. Ah, crank. Bryce, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a Jello on your way past the commissary. Hello, I have a question. What are the Site-42 procedures for communicating with alternate universes, especially SCP foundations from other universes? Well, that depends on a lot of things. But usually we can be pretty cooperative with other foundations. But there is a great SCP about how it went wrong. And I'm trying to remember the number. We found a portal, a wormhole to another dimension, and it led to another SCP foundation. But we accidentally introduced a disease that they were not capable of dealing with, and it sterilized their whole population on that side of the universal wormhole. And so they swore revenge, and they started dropping nuclear weapons and nanobots and other diseases through the wormhole to try and stop us. It was a whole thing. Does anyone remember what anomaly I'm talking about here? SCP, wormhole. I'm thinking it might be 1322. Yeah, SCP-1322. Read SCP-1322. It is a... Oh, son of a bitch. It's a very popular article. It's rated plus 1,242, which, hey, there's a 42 in there. I appreciate that. Although, the code name for the article, the code name for SCP-1322, which is a wormhole to another dimension with another SCP Foundation that we collaborated with until it went wrong. Its code name is Glory Hole. Why? Why would you name it that? Sushi Glory Hole. Imagine that. Jar Jar Binks, thank you for 2 generous donations for this one question. We are moving some SCPs down to a location down north, due to overcrowding, and we are also building a new wing specialized in the class containment along with 5 cells for SCPs. You may have to get your station changed. Listen, any transference documents have to be rubber stamped by me. So I will verify this when it gets to my desk. And we are not changing my station at all. Site 42 is what it is. It's a transfer site on purpose. Transfers don't affect us in that manner. So we better dot our T's and cross our I's here. William DeBell, thank you for donating twice again. Minutemen Fallout 4, Preston Garvey, a settlement. No! No, Preston! You handle it. You go do it. I have too much going on. Neko Dreco, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. And I need to refresh the browser to see this last donation or member message because something's going on with the chat. Give it a second. As I was saying, Epsilon 11, codename Nine-Tailed Fox Senior Operative. Welcome to Site 42 staff as a mobile task force captain. We appreciate your membership and your service, and very appropriate for your username. Good work. Please do mobile task furries. Senior Researcher Frogman, your request has reached mine ears. Let me go to the mobile task furries list. So, in case you are unaware, SCP-3312 is an anomaly codenamed Oh, What's This? And it is an anomalous cognitohazard that makes non-furries want to be furries. But there is an error in the cognitohazard, so everyone affected by it goes crazy. And it ruins their lives, and they go all animalistic, and it's bad. So, as I said, it only affects people who aren't furries. It makes them want to be furries. If you are already a furry, you are immune to the effect. And so in order to tackle this anomaly without getting a bunch of our task forces killed, we ended up forming a mobile task force of furries clad in tactical fursuits, and they are the Mobile Task Furries. Now, they do not, in this tale, have a designation, which annoys me. I would like it to have an official designation on the wiki, but the writer of this tale did not put a numerical code name designation for this mobile task force. And now let me see if I can find it, if someone just put it here. Furries. There are no furries on the main. Let me check the comprehensive mobile task force guide. Civ Mobile Task Force. A comprehensive list of mobile task forces. And so this is a separate page from the mobile task force list, and it contains a lot more mobile task forces. It contains them listed for every individual SCP to my knowledge. And so I'm running through the listing here. And just to double check if it really contains almost everything. Librarians. Alright, even the comprehensive list does not contain all mobile task forces. And I know that for a fact because I created Mobile Task Force Kappa 5, I believe, codename the Haughty Librarians, for SCP-3086, and it is not listed in the page here. So they do not have everything, just to be certain. But let's see if they bring up the furries. Nope, the Mobile Task Furries are not even listed here. Therefore, it seems... Wait. Mobile Task Force Sierra 88, codename Animal Control, maybe? Is that what we're calling the Mobile Task Force? Check control. Animal Control is not listed in the, there they are. So yeah, they got messed up. No, they Video raid. Yeah, okay, so they died going after an anomaly infected individual, which is why we had to form the mobile task furries. Okay, so number one, the comprehensive guide is not comprehensive enough, but of course there's so much stuff on the wiki, how could you keep up with everything? And secondarily, the mobile task furries, undesignated, I'm going to say the answer is... Mobile task furries, I'm going to vote definitely an A rank. I think their technique would be a little sloppy, and they'd have trouble... Actually, they'd have trouble getting it through the fursuit mouths. Oh, I'm bringing them way down. That is a D-class mobile task force for a hot dog eating contest. They can't even get it through the fursuits. I mean, that would be a struggle. So that's what I'm going with. Yeah, thank you, Desk, for agreeing as I'm like saying that. They are wearing masks. So I'm putting them down at D-class. I think they would be animalistic enough to shove some through, but I think they're going to have a lot of trouble. And since they don't have a code name, I just got to put them at the bottom of the list so that they are listed. Furries. D rank. Coming back to the chat. Night Raptor and Kendiog. Welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Hey there, Dr. Sherm. I'm working on my first SCP article, but advice on the process has changed a lot over the years. What's the best way to get crit and get it posted right now? Dr. Ledoux, the first thing you have to do is make sure you do the green light process. You want to, because this is your first article, you want to make sure you're a member of the wiki. You want to make sure you're, first you join Wikidot, then you join the wiki. Then you go to the forums on the SCP wiki, and the green light forum is where you submit your first SCP idea. The Greenlight staff will look at your idea and they'll be like, hey, that seems like a good idea, you should write that, and you've thought it out well. Or they'll go, maybe you got to bake that idea a little more. Secondarily, you can bypass the Greenlight process if you know some SCP authors who are already successful on the wiki, and they can do the Greenlight for you. But you basically, for first-time authors, you either have to do the Greenlight or you have to get an SCP author Greenlight exemption. So that's your starting line. Once you've done that, that's when you do your writing, and then getting critique, there are two main ways to go about it. Number one is you go to the critique forum. It's a separate forum, and there is critique staff. Now, they will look at your article, they will give you some tips, then you go back and do your rewrite. Secondarily, though, and this is much more effective because the Greenlight, the crit staff is severely overwhelmed, so it takes them a long time to get back to you. Instead, you join SCP Discord servers where actual SCP authors hang out. For instance, Site 42's Discord server is a lot of fans, not a lot of SCP authors, so you're going to have trouble getting critique there. But if you go to the SCP official Discord server, or if you go to the SCP Declassified server, there you're hanging out with the hardcore SCP nerds. And the trick is that, you gotta remember everyone, critiquing articles is not that dissimilar from professional writing editing. It is a thing people get paid for as a job. And so expecting someone to do that for you for free is not likely. But while you can't usually pay for critique, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that you gotta become a member of the community. You gotta become someone people like. You gotta make friends. And then you gotta trade critique with people. It's like, hey, I'll critique your article and I'll go over it and I'll spell check it and I'll tell you what ideas I think work and think don't. And then in return, people usually trade crit back. And so crit for crit trades with SCP authors is the most common way of getting critique. If I want to critique something, then I reach out to Desk, I reach out to Radiger, I reach out to Dr. Sumerian, and a couple other people who are friends of mine in the community if I want some crit, and they can reach out to me too because we're buds. And so crit for crit is the most popular way to get critique, But for that, you've got to be able to critique someone else's stuff, and you've got to be, buddies. You got to make friends. You got to become part of the community. It's a community. That's what's so good about it. Whew, I hope that answered your question well, Dr. Ledoux. Shark Jumping Walrus, thank you for gifting a Site42 membership. You are a hero in our battle against the white names. And if you got that membership, I hope you thanked Shark Jumping Walrus for their generosity. Jar Jar Binks, thank you for donating again. The transfer was an order from Coptit. It is required. Coptit? The hell is... What? What does that even mean? Is that a thing we have? I am unfamiliar with Coptit. You are confusing me with your terminology. It is ordered from corporate. Okay, it was a spell check error. I see. Listen, I'm gonna have to run this past the different ethics committee and overseers, because not a lot gets by my desk on the site directorship. Oh, and by the way, Site42 staff, while I'm thinking about it, congratulations, you got the like count higher than the viewer count. Mobile Task Force Sci42, codenamed Signal Boosters, is unstoppable. That is how we get people into the Site42 chat, into the SCP community, and that's how we make our SCP games and film dreams happen. So I salute you once more, Signal Boosters. Dark Duality, thank you for what I think might be your first donation of today's stream. No, it's your second, but you can still grab another cup of tea if you like. And you're saying Mobile Task Force Sigma 13, codename Food Fighters. Well, the Food Fighters would probably be a pretty good task force at going at food, but let me check on them first. Sigma 13. Is that the right designation? I am not seeing them on the task force list. In fact, I'm not seeing the word food anywhere on the list. Although, by accident, looking up the word fight to try and find food fighters introduced me to Mobile Task Force Omega 45, codename Street Samurai, who are an elite fighting force that specialize in the use of anomalous weaponry, armor, and vehicles, dispatched on missions to retrieve high-risk anomalies and in combat against hostile groups of interest. So, hands down, the Street Samurai are S rank, right? I mean, they are basically Ninja Turtles in my eyes. And therefore, they can eat an ungodly amount of hot dogs. So just as a side quest, the Street Samurai are S rank. I will not be fielding any questions. This sounds interesting. Yes, Mobile Task Force Omega 45, codename the Street Samurai, or codename Street Samurai. They only contain, or they utilize SCP-6952 in their containment. And then, oh God, an instance of SCP-6952-1, designation Gauss Rifle. Oh, they're using Hephaestus's book. They're using Hephaestus's weaponry book. Yeah, more DACA. Hell yeah. Okay, I am now a big fan of the Street Samurai, and yes, cool. Do not delay looking up the Street Samurai on the Mobile Task Force list and their stories. They sound very interesting to me. I am wildly entertained from the start. You got me with the title. That's what matters. Jeffrey, welcome to Site42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Dr. Ledoux, thank you for gifting 5 Site42 memberships. Make sure the battle against the white names is won. Much obliged. And if you got memberships from Dr. Ledoux, make sure to thank them for their generosity. Jar Jar Binks, thank you for donating again. Hey, I've come up with some SCPs of my own. Can I use them? Stop making more anomalies for us to contain. That's just more paperwork and more work for all of us. Stop making anomalies. Jiminy sakes. All right, Site 42 staff. We are at just past the hour mark. I am going to give us a grand total, not a time limit, but 3 more task forces to rank as hot dog eaters. And then we are done for the day. So let me remind you, current rankings before we go into the final 3. Mobile Task Force Alpha 1, codename Red Right Hand, F rank, they are boring. Mobile Task Force Alpha 4, Pony Express, they are postal workers, they are ravenous, A rank. Mobile Task Force Delta 4, codename Minutemen, they are fast, but they are weak, C rank. Mobile Task Force Epsilon 6, codename Village Idiots, they're not hanging around the city enough, they don't know enough about hot dog eating, they are C rank. Mobile Task Force Kappa 14, codename Sideshow Bob, they are corn dog eaters, not hot dog raiders, but they have stomachs of steel, they are A rank. Mobile Task Force Omega 45, codename Street Samurai, S rank. They are basically the Ninja Turtles. Mobile Task Force Psi 42, codename Signal Boosters. Obviously, you are S rank crew. I could never say you were less than. Mobile Task Force Upsilon 11, codename Avalon's Wake, B rank. Upsilon. It's Upsilon, damn it. I'm going to remember that, and I'm going to be annoyed every time I remember it. Great. And then the Mobile Task Force Furries, because of their masks, are D rank. They'd be F rank, but they're so animalistic, I think they could do it. So, that brings us to 3 more task forces to cover. And how could I get away with running a stream like this if I didn't rank Tau 5? Mobile Task Force Tau 5, codename Samsara. Inescapable in the Foundation lore. Mobile Task Force Tau 5, codename Samsara. Task Force mission: immortal cyborg clones created from the flesh of a dead god. Mobile Task Force Tau 5, codename Samsara, utilizes esoteric and experimental Foundation weaponry to investigate and contain thaumaturgic and psionic threats. They are assisting in the containment of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 anomalies, which seems low until you remember that one of them is SCP-1730, What Happened to Site 13, which is a crazy amalgamation of all the anomalies. And also, I didn't even know or remember that they were involved in the containing of SCP-3999? What the hell are you talking about? Oh no, they are not involved in containing SCP-3999. In fact, Mobile Task Force Tau 5 is here to summarily execute Researcher Talleyrand's family one by one. And so, yes. Sorry, Talleyrand. That is one of the universes that Researcher Talleyrand was tortured in by SCP-3999. It was the summary execution of Researcher Talleyrand's family by Mobile Task Forces Omega 8, Lambda 12, Psi 7, Tau 5, and Iota 10. Now, Billy the Goat, your argument for Tau 5's ranking is F tier because cyborg. And the thing is, I do have a question about it that leads me to worry, which is, can they eat? They are cyborgs. Are they capable? Do they need to eat? Because if eating would cause them to fall apart and mess with their systems, then no, they would be terrible hot dog eaters. But they are also the most heavily armed, immortal clones, cyborgs. I'm sure they have a crazy attachment they could pull out to gnaw on some hot dogs. They probably have like a blender that could shred some freaking hot dogs. So it's really quite up in the air if Samsara could be hot dog eaters. I think the real question here is, can Samsara eat? And so actually, I'm sorry to have to do this, but without further research, I'm going to need to give the Mobile Task Force Tau 5 codename Samsara the first time of today's chat, question mark rank. And we are going to need to do this a second time to add more task forces, as well as research if Tau 5 can in fact eat hot dogs. So unfortunately for today, Samsara are our first question mark rank. And now, just for memory, since I've just now decided that we're doing a second set of this, give me one moment while I rate out all the reasons I gave. By the book losers wouldn't participate. Postal workers, very dependable. Minutemen, fast but weak. Epsilon 6, not enough time in the cities with hot dogs. Kappa 14, Sideshow Bob, strong circus eaters, but used to corn dogs. Omega 45, codename Street Samurai, they are Ninja Turtles, duh. Mobile Task Force Size 42, codenamed the Signal Boosters, the best mobile task force. Tau 5 Samsara, don't know if they can eat. Further research required. Avalon's Wake was a B rank, and I don't even know exactly why we ranked them that. They were so long ago in the stream. They don't contain a lot of anomalies, but they are strong in battle. That is why we ranked them that. Strong against GOIs, not enough anomalies contained. And then the Mobile Task Furries, mass get in the way. Okay, that is leaving us with 2 Mobile Task Force, 2... Oh yeah, Tumor Guy. You said it was Tumor Guy as well. They're grossed out because of tumors. They are strong fighters, but they're grossed out by the tumor dude. Thank you. Thank you for that. Strong against GOIs, grossed out by hot dogs because of their tumor healing factor guy. I too would be grossed out if that were the case. Desk, I will share this doc with you when I am done. Dr. Sherman, yesterday you didn't pick an SCP for the containment specialist group in my show to go and help transport. You answered the poop thing, but not this. Can you do that? If you want to, of course. I am sorry, I remember bringing it up. I can't believe I forgot. I want your containment specialist episodes to deal with Mobile Task Force 3092, or no, SCP 3092, Guerrilla Warfare. That's who I want your animated series to deal with first. Guerrilla Warfare. I think it'll be great. And it will be adorable. 3092 are a very overlooked, wonderful anomaly. Jar Jar, thank you for donating again. Hey, I'm currently doing an SCP report on SCP 314-22572-514, aka the Sentient Coffee Cup, one of my own. And he said he wanted to off you. It's an anomaly. It is not a he. It is an it. It's an object. Please practice proper pronoun parlance protocols at the Foundation. Do not humanize the anomalies. And meanwhile, I'm not afraid of a coffee cup. Well, not that coffee cup. There are other coffee cups I'm more afraid of. Now, next up, we have 2 more task forces to rate before I sign off for the day. Give me 2 more task forces. Kate, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Mobile Task Force Titan 1? Tickmac, is that a real task force? Because Titan is not a Greek code word, but we do have some esoteric. You're right, they are real. Mobile Task Force Titan 1, codename Off the Books. Task Force mission. Mobile Task Force Titan 1 is deployed to safeguard VIPs and eliminate hostile groups of interest. They specialize in unconventional warfare, subterfuge, and fear tactics to throw enemy off balance before raids. They do not contain any anomalies, but they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 action reports. Interesting. Interesting. Listen. Do I think they would be good hot dog eaters? But do I think that unconventional warfare and subterfuge and fear tactics would be excellent boons in a hot dog eating competition? Oh my God, yes I do. They are a B rank, but not for their skill in hot dog eating, but for their skill in disrupting other hot dog eaters. Titan 1 gets a B tier. Let me put that in line here. Titan 1 off the books. B tier. Mid hot dog eaters. Excellent at psyching out the competition. Love that. Good choice. Good choice. All right, we are down to the last ranking mobile task force of the day. And Site 42 chat, I want you to throw some emojis in the chat if you agree that this was a great concept for a stream. I'm having a lot of fun. And if you guys are having a lot of fun too, this is definitely a sequel in the works. And while you guys are throwing up emojis, especially member emojis, then I'm going to look into the chat to see the very last mobile task force we will rank as hot dog eaters. Silent follower, thank you for your corgi dono again. That's right. The chat loves the hot dog competition. I love the hot dog competition. This is a good time. I'm enjoying myself. This is the best. All right. I have chosen. I have to do Alpha 9, codename Last Hope. And it's because, of course, that is the descendant of Mobile Task Force Omega 7, codename, what were they called? Pandora's Box. And this is a mobile task force that contains anomalous SCPs. And so, while Omega 7 has been decommissioned, it is followed up by Alpha 9, codename Last Hope. Now, Last Hope has Kane, Iris. I don't know what 1360 is. It's an android. We have an android on the team. It has recovered K-class scenario research device. A female human of African-American origin named Jacqueline Johnson. Trans-universal teleportation device. That's not going to help you with hot dogs. Neither is the android. Iris, I'm sure can eat some hot dogs. Kane could be a vegetarian, I think. Probably does not, probably not great at hot dog eating. That's just a guess, though. I don't remember Kane's dietary situation. But continuing down the list, They have Major Alexei Belatrov, which is the soldier with the bug armor. That guy can eat. A total ripoff, 2913. Severed right hand belonging to James Hallman, deceased, capable of independent movement. Its thing. It can't eat a hot dog. This is not helping your case, Last Hope. It has Invictus. What is 2987? Modified external hard drive. Can't eat hot dogs. What about you? 4051. Friendly neighborhood Keter. Rainer is a normal guy when it comes to food stuff. I don't feel like Rainer can do that great on hot dogs. I think it's right there with Iris, where it can eat at least, but it's not going to eat a whole lot. Kane cannot be a vegetarian. All plant life around it dies immediately. Good point. Okay, Kane can eat hot dogs. So Kane, Iris, and Rainer are the only hot dog eaters on this task force right now. 4494 is the Spectre Fights for Justice. The Spectre, huh? The physical embodiment of fighting crime. Manifests at night. It's the Spectre. Minor anomalies. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do. Fights crime. Disappears. You know, I want to say the Spectre because being from like a Chicago-style city would make it a hot dog eater, but it literally just spawns to fight crimes and leaves. And so it's not going to do any hot dog eating. I am extremely disappointed in this team's hot dog eating prowess. Come on, guys. SCP-4818 is a adolescent female of mixed European and Middle Eastern descent. Any photons which make content of 4818 can be induced to form photonic molecules. Similar to regular matter. So it can increase light. That's not going to help your hot dog eating. So again, a mid hot dog eater. Now 5031, yet another murder monster. That one can eat a frickin' hot dog or two because it's known for eating whole rotisserie chickens. Now we've got a real hot dog eater on the case. Thank you, 5031, for your delicious cooking and your music, and now eating some hot dogs. Finally, a hot dog eater of some renown, some skill. 5061, despite all my rage, I am still just a bird in a cage, is a Marquis class demonic entity currently anchored to a gray parrot. It identifies as the name Phoenix, or Phoenix. It is further corroborated by the sigil used in the binding process. Capable of perfectly emulating human speech, although it is a parrot. Locked in a bird cage. Can parrots eat hot dogs? Can parrots eat hot dogs? Meat is fine as an occasional snack, but you want to avoid salt with parrots. Parrots should not eat hot dogs. Not a hot dog eater. The last anomaly on this set is the Telekill Ally, SCP-7851. It is an adolescent male humanoid, notable anomalous characteristic and seemingly total immunity to cognitohazards, infohazards, memetic hazards, and other mind-affecting anomalies. So at least it can eat hot dogs, but it's only eating at a normal human capacity. So Mobile Task Force Alpha 9, Last Hope, has no hope of eating hot dogs. They are a D-tier hot dog eating team at best. Most of their team can't even eat hot dogs. How depressing for them. D rank, most of the team can't even eat hot dogs. Failures. Failures. Okay, so, I mean, Desk, they still can eat hot dogs. Some of them can. So they're a D, but they're not an F. Who was our F? Who was our failure? That was Red Right Hand, because they wouldn't eat hot dogs at all. If we had, it is possible that Samsara is our second F rank, but we need to research them more. Frogman, I'm worried about pushing them to C rank only because 5031, because there's so many teammates that 5031 is making up for already. I don't think 5031 is that powerful. Plus, honestly, 5031 might not be the best hot dog eater, because although it can eat a hell of a lot of food, it does prefer cooked food. That's why it eats rotisserie chickens instead of raw chickens. And it has a refined palate since it's a Michelin star chef. So honestly, it might not be down with the whole hot dog eating plan in the first place. It might be a little picky nowadays. Pinky out for our buddy 5031. Not that I disrespect the game. Billy the Go-Go, you're darn right. And Des said that too. Alpha 1, Red Right Hand, would eat hot dogs with a freaking knife and fork. The losers. Aren't hot dogs cooked? Yes, Aoki, but they're not well cooked. They're not Michelin star food. They're not a refined palate food. I love hot dogs as much as the next trash goblin, but we're not gonna rank them next to a Michelin star food. Although, I do want to see what a Michelin star hot dog is like now. What do they do to elevate the dog? Oh, I am now gonna look this up after I go. But for now, I gotta get some donos done. Jar Jar, thank you for donating again. When do you usually stream? We stream once a day. The streak tomorrow is 4 months old. We will tomorrow have been streaming every day for 4 months. That is the streak, and it will continue until I can't do it. But for now, I totally can. Elevate the dogs. Call that up dog. Puppet boy. That's what I say to you. Yes. Now, meanwhile, Jar Jar, that does not mean I stream at a consistent time. Sometimes I stream very early in the day. Sometimes I stream very late in the day. Today's a midday stream. It just depends because work is chaos. So keep your notifications on. And hey, Site42 staff, if you are in the Discord server, I'll have you know, I showed up and actually talked in the Discord server yesterday. It has been forever since I did that. And I'm considering reactivating the live alert system. It is the ping for anybody who asks for it of when we go live in the Discord server. And so I am thinking that it's time to reignite the live alert. That way everybody who has the live alert button hit can be ready for stream on action. Desk or I will light the beacon in the Discord server. So let's keep that in mind. I'm slowly, do not hold out hope I'll come back too often. I'm still the absent father of the Discord server, but I'm trying to get back in there. But we do know the Discord live alert will be more reliable than hitting the bell here on YouTube. Now, of course, remember, you have to be of age to join the Discord server. The SCP Wiki requires you to be 18 years old to join because there's adult content there. And so we have the same rule on the Discord server. So if you're not 18, don't join. It's against the rules. But if you are of age, you can join it. Leuna, thank you for 2 donations, including your first donation of today's stream. Grab yourself an up dog on your way past the commissary. That's what I'm calling an elevated hot dog now. Thank you, Puppet Boy. You sent Desk a Michelin star hot dog for me to see? Oh my goodness. That is a dog right there. That is glorious. Oh man. I want to try the up dog. That looks tasty. And Leuna, you asked, hey Doc, can I ask if you're invited on Death Battlecast, what SCP would you pick to argue for? And what non-SCP would you pick? Huh. What SC... So they've already done 096 and 682. I mean, the easy answer is to get in a fight with 3812 because it's just meta bullshit. And it would make the power scalers so angry. It would make the power scalers so angry. And honestly, the trolling there would be top notch, so I'm not against it. But another anomaly I would like to argue for, because it would be fun. Screw it. I'm bringing Murphy Law to death battle. Yes! The question is, who does Murphy Lawden get in a fight with? Who is a meta bullshit character that's not that too powerful and has a weird reality shifting passive? Because yes, Murphy Law would be very fun to bring to death battle. Clef v. Sherman. No, that is the show, that is the parody version of Death Battle that we host. I'm Dr. Sherman, and I'm Dr. Clef, and welcome to SCP Death Battle. The pen is not as mighty as the shotgun. Nice. Also, Leuna, you also asked, is Joey Chestnut an SCP? It is possible his stomach has some sort of anomaly, but we haven't tested it yet. Now, that being said, let me double check the database. It does not look like Joey Chestnut is present on the SCP Wiki, unfortunately. Joey Chestnut. Do 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 do. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait. Do 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 do. Chestnut. Okay, no Joey Chestnut on the SCP database, unfortunately. Now, this last dono I gotta cover here. Oh, we have some more. Epsilon 11, Nine-Tailed Fox Senior Operative. Thank you for your first donation of today's stream, as well as being a new member. Make sure to grab yourself, you know what? Grab yourself a Chicago dog on your way past the commissary. I'll just throw hot dogs at 682 in the next containment breach. I don't feel like that will be very effective as a plan, but I guess go nuts and I'll see you in the infirmary after. Anime King, Mora, and Linux Booth. Welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. And Leuna, thank you for donating again. Who is the best teacher, Miss J or Miss Frizzle? You know, I hate to side against Miss J because Miss J is lovely and one of the best anomalies we have when it comes to adorable, nice anomalies. But Miss Frizzle isn't trapped in a computer. And so Miss Frizzle has all that knowledge like Miss J does, but can also teleport you places and take you on adventures. Miss J just isn't that capable. So, unfortunately, I gotta give it to Miss Frizzle on the teacher front, even if I am a huge Miss J fan. All right, the coffee break is coming to a close. And as always, at the end of stream, I tell you my favorite SCPs. Now, I'm not going to tell you the SCPs that I wrote personally are my favorite. That would be cheating. Of course, I love the SCP documents I wrote. They're so thorough and well characterized. But if you wanted to read the SCPs I wrote, you could go to the SHRM Site 42 Hub and author page on the SCP Wiki. There you can see all the SCPs I wrote or contributed to via voice lines or sound effects or otherwise. And while you're there, you may find some donation links. You can become a Site 42 patron or a YouTube channel member to donate monthly. You can donate through our Ko-Fi or YouTube Super Chats if you want to donate once at a time. Either way, when you donate cash, cold hard cash to the Foundation, Site 42 specifically, you're helping not only me, but you're helping our moderators on the chat, our moderators on the Discord server, our editors for video and audio. The whole team appreciates your donations greatly to keep the lights on around here. And if you're part of the Broke Gang, don't you worry about that. As I said earlier in the stream, Mobile Task Force Psi 42, codenamed the Signal Boosters, is here for all of you in the Broke Gang. When you are here liking, sharing, subscribing, chatting, hitting the comments, all that YouTube business, you are helping the algorithm pull people to Site 42, and that helps us signal boost the Site 42's wiki, authors, artists, game devs, and filmmakers. We're doing it all here, and so we appreciate your service in this battle against the Creative Commons not liking Amazon and Netflix. If they don't want to make our SCP movies, we'll do it ourselves. And that's because of you. Quick dono as I come in. Dark Heart, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some chocolate-covered strawberries on your way past the commissary. You seem to enjoy what you do. Well, I'll tell you this. I am a big fan of what I do. I have always been interested in containing anomalies and teaching and having you guys around to yap at, to theorize with. It's honestly a blast. I do enjoy my work quite well, and that's mostly because of you guys. If I was doing this just talking to myself, I'd be crazy. But with you guys, this is a respectable profession. I'm an educator about the inner workings of the Foundation. So, without further ado, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, and SCP-8980, but content warning for that last one, it's a doozy. Speed round, 3999-3043-008-J, Spooky-J, 5031-5175-5320, and 8980. Content warning on the last one. Site 42 staff, this has been another coffee break with Dr. Sherman, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site 42. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next video or stream. Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel. Da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Touching you, touching you, touching me, touching me, touching you, God, you're touching me. Jung, 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 jung. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll be rocking till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. Ooh, huh. The credit song is I Believe in a Thing Called Love by The Darkness. Secure, contain, protect, Site 42 staff.